It's your man, DJ Caveman. We back again. DJ IronMonkey in the building, looking like Tony Stark's.
Uh,
You need the big bird, John. You need the big bird on your wrist right now.
well, I don't want to disrespect my lady. Said that I had a bird on my arm, but nah, it's not like that. I told you off mic. I got out the sauna and my temperature's a little bit hot, so I'm feeling a little bit cold. So I had to put back on this thing to insulate the heat a little bit.
You heard that? You got a sauna.
Yeah, I'm not rich, but I live a rich life.
Yeah, just you're on that rich guy. You're on that rich guy shit, man.
Hey,
As I look at my sauna.
listen, you're gonna get to the charcuterie board level of your sauna.
Uh,
I haven't really mixed in wine with my whole sauna experience,
oh
but
shit!
yeah.
Like in the steam thing.
Nah, like, it's a whole process, like I'll go in, like I'll, drink some water, go in. When I come out, I'll have a nice little spread, my fruits, my little jams, my cheeses sometimes, you know. I would say my cured meat, but people with their pause time and their diddy time.
So
So that
you really out here making charcuterie boards for after the sauna?
yeah, I told you,
Yeah.
like I'm on that Colossus shrimp time.
No, I see, my guy. You are really yeah.
Listen,
This
I'm not rich. I live a rich life though.
this is the epitome of self care. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take care of yourself, fellas. I'm looking
Hmm.
at y'all mostly. You know what I mean, ladies already be
Yeah,
getting their feet done and their hair done, nails done. You know what I mean,
yeah.
shit. Chiropractor women, like most women, are really good at like the self care. They preach that shit, gentlemen. Do some self care, dog. Like the sauna feels
Listen,
good, the ice bath feels
listen.
good sometimes.
Hell yeah. Listen. So,
Totally feel good.
listen.
Yeah.
We're of the age where we gotta drink water and stretch because you don't want to be mid session and pulling up cramps. I mean, like Charlie horse. So you gotta do certain things to stay in the game.
I've had a Charlie horse. It didn't feel good. Um,
Yeah, that puts a whole cramp on the whole session when you really look at it.
you gotta really just stay hydrated, man. That's the key to life. Stay hydrated,
Mm.
man. Get your hydrating fruits, water. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Keep the blood flowing.
Yeah, less processed food, more fresh foods. That's the life now. Less honey buns and more apples and grapes. You know. Plus, I do have an apple and grape kind of thing for my charcuterie board.
I do like apples. I like grapes too, but not like I prefer nice sliced apples with some peanut butter and maybe a little bit of honey.
Oh, honey's great. There's a caramel spread that they got going around on like TikTok or whatever the people are looking at now. But that caramel spread with apples and some toffee. Ooh, kid. Listen, I'm
Yeah,
giving away a little bit too much about the personal life.
nah,
Yeah.
there's no such thing anymore, dog. Shit, we already know you got a charcuterie board. Do you bring the charcuterie board to bath life? You got the little thing that goes over the tub, so you can be eating fruits and shit while you in the bubbles.
And nah, I haven't. I don't want to say evolved to that part yet. With the floating candles and all that kind of stuff. No, no.
Okay, with the
I,
wine and the
I-
charcuterie, and then like a little book or
listen,
some smooth Wu Tang playing in the background.
I have music in the back. Yeah, and it would be the original samples that Wu Tang got a lot of their music from. Yeah, I have that on deck, but I haven't like if I evolve, I would evolve to the point where I'll have like that old GI Joe set that used to go in the water with like Zartan in them. My mother didn't want to get it for me when I was a kid. Now that I'm a grown ass man, I can buy that shit for myself and be in the bathtub with my milk bath and my Zartan and shit. And you know what? Because when people go, "Yo, what are you doing in the bathtub?" Like, no, I'm just playing with myself. It just sounds weird.
I don't even know how we got here. But we listen and we don't judge.
Yeah. Well, either way, this is what I've been doing in my
Yeah,
past couple of weeks.
we was out
I,
here,
I, well,
we was off script for the last couple of weeks, man. Like, you know what I mean, battling
living
sickness
life.
and traveling and fucking,
Yeah.
you
Living life. Going
know,
to jazz shows out in
right?
Boston in the middle of a snowstorm.
Yo, the snow came after the show, but I mean, still.
Yeah. Nah, when we first started, we was getting that haze with the snow coming in. It looked like that time warp shit.
Shout out to the $67 in Ubers.
Listen, them motherfuckers like, look, if you don't want to get paid, I'm gonna get paid
Right?
because I don't want to be in the house with my lady right now. That's for damn sure.
I still think it's a good idea. That move. I just don't know if it would have been that pricey if it wasn't snowing.
No, I wouldn't have been,
So
especially at that hour on a Sunday night.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Those are off peak hours.
shout out to the Uber surge.
Yeah,
Shit, but
and
like,
driving in that snow. Hell yeah, he was good,
yeah, man.
especially with all that fancy shit that he had in the car too.
Right? Shout out to the Uber dudes that be decorating the inside of their cars. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Or the dudes that got the little TV games and shit and the motherfucking um
got the water. I remember on one of our other podcasts where I was talking about that. I'm like, yo, I'll be to do like with condoms and shit like that, gum, wraps.
like the back of the Uber looking like a bodega, or like when you go to like strip club bathrooms in some cities and they got the little bathroom dude.
Yeah, but I'm old school. I'll have like the chew sticks, the little beaties, incense.
Yeah, that's just
But
gonna
I don't drive, so
that shit would go stale in your Uber, dog, because we don't even fucking with. They be like, what is this? This is a little tiny thing. And
listen.
that's
A special request off the grid type Uber. Just call me and I. But I don't drive, so yeah, that would have been the dream. That would have been the life if I drove.
I mean, there's still time. And your
It's still time.
license don't take no time to get, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. It's always an option. Or I can invest in somebody and have it as a business. I'm saying that looking like Hugh Hefner and shit like that. Yeah, I'm gonna just invest and capital venture it.
Hey, I gotta say though, damn, I completely lost my train of thought. I was about to say some shit, and then I thought about the jacket, and I was like, should I show the jacket? And then I lost the original thought.
Well, the jacket, you did get that new jacket though, and
Yeah,
it did
yeah.
help you out there.
I was in Detroit for the terrible playoff game last week, and I walked in a store, and they had all this. They had starter jacket, like the old school shit with the pullover with the half zip, the shit I'm wearing currently. I don't know why it's making my shoulders look so broad right now, but um,
Old school shoulder pads.
there's no. It's not. It's like right. It's my shoulder. There's no padding. It's just the way that it's cut. I feel like fucking Ram Man right now.
It's like the sheen cut of jackets. You know how the sheen cuts supposed like jeans for women supposed to make them look extra shapely.
Oh, word. So it's supposed to be making me look mad diesel. I get it.
Yeah. Like you security. Like if you just outside smoking, I would think you're security for the club.
Nah, I don't think that. I don't think anybody thinks I'm security anywhere anymore.
Like I show you my ID.
Because I'm old. I'm old and I'm washed when it comes to that security shit. I be looking for security now. When I walk in the club, make sure that they look like they could do something. Because I ain't doing shit to moving out the way. Like,
What?
like I used to be mad like at the security dudes who would try to go out and still be security dudes.
Oh yeah.
Like you're out with your girl or something, but you're still doing security dude shit. Like, sit your ass in there. Stop. But because I've bounced in clubs. Shit is kind of hard in the beginning. You gotta like really focus on like not like help out the dude in a random restaurant, fucking secure shit because motherfuckers is acting funny.
Listen,
You get shot in the face accidentally.
I've been a ball back for over 20 plus years, probably like 25 years. it's hard to turn that shit off. I'm sitting in the club and I'm like, yo, this bar back is slacking. Like, yo, there's mad bottles around. Yo, there's spills. Yo, there's so many liabilities here. Like, if a fight breaks out, why they even serving bottles? Like, these are things that I think about as a bar back.
It's
Like,
definitely enough. I mean, I haven't bounced in a while, so it's easy now for me to just stay the fuck out the way. Not my
oh
job.
yeah, oh no, but you know where the exits are. You know where like
Oh yeah.
you know how to position yourself in the club so you ain't get caught slipping.
If my guys are involved, you know what I'm saying, then
Mm-hmm.
that's different. But if some shit
Mm-hmm.
break out between two strangers, like I'm not security dude. Like, but there's a lot of dudes out there. Hey, don't be the security dude that always try to be the security dude. Cause
Yeah.
ain't nobody paying you, bro. You fuck around and get socked in your shit trying to like
Mm-hmm.
security that's getting paid. They be like,
Child,
damn, you took that punch for no reason.
child support don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, right? Security's not
They
gonna
don't want to hear that.
security's not gonna pull together their tips and their money at the end of the night and be like, here's a couple dollars for helping us out, bro.
That
Like that shit ain't happening.
you hired. Like, nah, man. Like, it's like dudes on the basketball court trying to make league. Like, yo, chill the fuck out, man. There ain't no scouts here, man. Like, what are you doing? Like, for real. Chill, man. It's just a cool pickup game. Like, you trying to make league.
Nah, it's more like but it's more like the dude who
You're
used to
doing
play
it.
the dude who used to play in college, going to like
Mm,
a run and like playing like real defense on everybody type shit. Out there,
yeah.
out there looking like Ben Simmons summer videos.
He's
And
calling plays boxing one. The fuck you talking boxing
yeah,
one? We ain't practiced this. I don't even know your fucking name, B.
coming up the court calling the triangle shit. Yeah. Once your career's over, you gotta just chill. Like I don't be out here trying to race people. You know what I'm saying? I used to do,
Yeah.
you know, and I'm not challenging nobody to a race right now because that was a different life.
If anything, we have to find a softball league this year because I know my brother's down to join as well. That's one thing that I really want to do. But I just want a bear league. Again, I'm not trying to go out there like I don't know how many people know about this, but Jim Rome has like a legendary rant about softball guy. So I don't want to have to play a bunch against a bunch of softball guys like college dudes that got drafted by the Cleveland Indians, well, the Guardians right now. And he didn't get called up after like 40 years. So now this is what he does. Like, yo, chill the fuck out, man.
In the serious serious slow pitch leagues,
Yeah.
hitting fucking 450-yard bombs every night. Yeah, I used to play.
Uh, why do you have like how they have that bat that is just a weight that you swing in the
Yeah,
batter's box? Why do you got like four different one of those, man? Like one is good. Like that's acceptable for
he's showing up
you
with his,
know.
his full softball bag, 3 gloves, 2 pads,
Yeah.
4 bats.
What? Three different cleats?
He got his
Nah,
own
I did.
he got his own bag of balls and shit.
Yo, when you pitch into me, yo, use this shit though. What? I'm sitting there smoking my weed. Like the fuck you talking about, my guy? Like, yo, chill the fuck out. I
Yo,
just wanted to get out the
I'm
house.
for a beer league, but I'm definitely I don't know if I need to. I'm afraid, man. You know how many you know how much sports equipment I have?
Listen,
When I get involved in sports, I get involved, man. I'm gonna be that guy with 7 bats.
see, this is where you need me to balance you out. Be like, yo, B,
I'm gonna
I
have
know you're
home,
becoming that guy.
I'm gonna have home cleats and away cleats, and we play at the same field every weekend. Right? I got the schedule mapped out, so I know this week we're the home team. That next week we away. So I gotta wear my softball gear. You know what I mean?
Batting gloves like your no mop.
No more. You know, I'm yeah. I got away gloves. You know, I got a whole away. We go to the same field every week, though.
We go to the same field every week.
You know, like I know myself, man. I got 9 bowling balls, bro.
Listen, this is where you need me to balance you out because, all right, this is what happens with a lot of new age people. I would make fun in private, just me and you. Right? And it's cool because we're adults now, but young age people, they're like, yo, you really hating on me. No, I'm trying to let you know this is what people gonna be looking at when they see you in public, man. Like, nah, man.
You know how obsessive
You know what?
I have 2 sets of golf clubs.
Don't you have a righty and a lefty?
No, I just got 2. I got 2 full sets of golf clubs. I got like all the little gadgets and shit. I got a practice club that got the how you put your hands. It's like shorter and weighted, like the practice baseball shit. But I got a golf club.
You didn't go on eBay and buy one of them shits that they used to advertise back in the 90s on TV and improve your golf swing with and it would hit around the tee. Go right back.
I got one of those too. I got one that goes in the ground and you just practice in the backyard, man. Save you money on balls. Saves you money on balls, bro. I'm telling you. Only thing I haven't obsessed over yet is like golf gear. But I be looking at that shit every day. Like I gotta get golf gear. Like if I'm playing softball, I'm gonna have practice bats. I'm gonna have game bats, practice gloves and game gloves, away gloves, home gloves.
Oh man, and I'm out there with like the old Negro League glove and the one bat that got a crack in it.
You got the cut off sweats that look like culottes.
Nah, oh, for real.
You know, just like Rocky. I'm coming in looking like the newest Dominican, fucking
Get okay.
the new Dominican superstar and shit.
Juan Soto,
Fernando Tatis.
Fernando Tatis. Damn, you're really dating yourself with Fernando Tatis.
That's why I didn't say Junior. I had to,
Yeah.
you know.
I noticed.
I had to make sure we about the same.
Meanwhile, I'm out there looking like Vladimir Guerrero, just no gloves and shit, just raw dogging it.
You know, and then realizing that I'm not as athletic, so now I look like Andre Dawson at the end, like
with the hunch,
like Dave Carter,
Dave Parker,
with the weird hunch swings.
Yeah.
My back is tight, so I'm swinging with my whole body.
But in your mind, though, you're out there looking like a young Frank Thomas.
Yeah, in my mind, I'm out there looking like Griffey.
Yeah, nah, B. Yeah, straight Tony Gwynn.
Singles, man.
Yo, Tony Kirby Puckett.
Right? Nah, I'm only talking. Kirby Puckett was only like 5'5", dog.
Nah, but I'm just talking about round niggas. See, we boys. And see, this is what we kind of miss by being away. You know, we're still kind of free form. That we're not set to a structure. But round ass motherfuckers.
Be out there looking stiff.
Nah, Terry Pendleton was kind of lean.
Nah,
you know,
he wasn't. That's back in the day, though, when every third baseman in the league was like a little fat, pudgy dude.
Yes.
You could play third base if you wasn't like 5'6". It looked like a
but
ball.
He had to have that one hot step, either to the left or to the right. That's that one hot step.
That's all you need. One step. Excuse me, I'm just reaching in my mini fridge.
Oh man, as long as you don't be going out there trying to do backflips like Ozzie Smith, we don't need none of that, my guy. We don't need none of that.
I understand my athletic and physical things that I can and cannot do. I've never been able to do a backflip. I've never really tried to do a backflip because I have this in the learning process of trying to get a backflip, you're gonna land on your neck at least once.
Nah, it happened to me once, and I was like, "Nah, I'm good with this."
I don't need that type of shit in my life. That's why I don't
Nah.
skateboard. I got on a skateboard for the first time, fucked myself up. Never got back on another skateboard. It's
I
called
put
life.
you on that one. Hey, live and learn.
I don't even pretend to skateboard. I don't snowboard, nothing. I don't strap my feet to shit. Good.
I don't even play Tony Hawk video games.
Yeah, no. Can't do
Real talk. Like, nah. I'll watch you play. But like, oh, that's dope. You could tell me whatever the name it is, and I'm not gonna ask you because I'm not gonna remember, and I'm not taking notes. No, sorry, but it's cool. It's interesting. Hell yeah, but
shout out to Tony Hawk though for having a whole video game about skateboarding.
oh yeah,
Like
they had another one though, and I had that game where you used to beat people up. You used to go up and just punch people on the skateboard game. Like I think it was like Totally Rad or some shit like that. Yeah,
you just ride the skateboard and fucking
yeah, just like I don't know if it was Totally Rad or another one, but I remember there was a dude that had like a green mohawk in the game. I'm just going straight off of memory right now. That's just total recall of it all. But no, there was one before like Tony Hawk kind of cleaned it up. His game was a little bit smoother.
Yeah, I played
it wasn't. What was it? Skullduggery? Nah, no, I think that was the name of one of the dudes' name in the game. Skullduggery.
Yeah, those are the worst names. That's why I had to get a new hat because I was looking like too much like the video game bad guys and shit, and like Grand Theft Auto. Like changing the hat and shit. It's like boop, boop. You can make it so you can twist it, and the dude like turns around like this and shit. You can like check the
dude. hey, yo, CJ.
Right? You always get a fucked up name. But
oh man, whew. Yeah. So
we don't spend a lot of time talking about nothing. We're talking about everything at the same time.
No, we're talking about our past and how our week went.
There's a lot of shit happening in the world.
Yeah.
Today. This is the first show of the year for us.
Yes. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Hey. Hold on. I'll drink to that.
Birthdays is next month. Like I tell people and they look at me when I say it weird. Like my almost my entire friend circle, minus like a few outliers, got birthdays from February 1st to St. Patrick's Day. It's going to be a rough couple of months.
Hey, if anything, shout out Jay Scratch. We saw him out there out in Boston at the Robert Glasper show. Shout out Jay Scratch. His birthday just passed. A fellow Aquarian. So I just shout him out. But yeah, there's a ton of us. Like my birthday's coming up. Your birthday's coming up. Mark's birthday's coming up. John's birthday's coming up.
Dude, it's literally 3 days, dog.
My baby mother's birthday's coming up. Even though I'm not gonna get her shit other than just a telephone call. I don't know if she's dealing with a man. And what the fuck am I buying her gifts for? I'm already giving her child support. That's enough. And it's on time. So that's gift enough.
It's a lot. Man. I don't even try to.
Yeah.
It's like every couple of days, and then you got to party with all these people. So hey, you probably won't see us until March. Is what I'm saying, because
yeah,
I got back-to-back Sunday birthdays, and your birthday's on Saturday.
It's Super Bowl weekend too.
Super Bowl weekend. Oh yeah, fuck it. We catch y'all in March.
Yeah, I remember back in the day, my birthday used to be on the NBA All-Star game and the All-Star weekend. It always fall right around that time. But now that the whole new calendar has shifted, now I guess I get the Super Bowl weekend.
Hey, fuck it. Occasionally,
and I took Monday. I already took Monday off, so fuck that shit.
I'm already off on Monday, so I'm good. But if I gotta watch the Eagles play the Chiefs, I might not watch that shit because
Really?
I'm good. See, what is it gonna be like the third or fourth time they played each other in like the last 5 or 6 years?
Yeah, but you know what? We haven't had one thing that we've been robbed in the previous basketball era is we've never saw Kobe versus LeBron in the playoffs. So we're getting Mahomes versus the Eagles, or
Don't get me wrong,
Andy Reid.
because like the Patriots went to all those Super Bowls, but at least they played like they had a couple different people that they played. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
They played the Rams
Rams,
twice. Or I mean, in the Giants twice. Not yeah, they played a couple teams, but like it wasn't like
Eagles.
every year the same shit, same Super Bowl. It was just like the Patriots against somebody.
Mhm.
I don't like seeing the same Super Bowl like 2 3 years in a row, dog. When they didn't they just play?
Who they just play? 49ers.
Oh yeah, okay. But then the year before that was the Eagles,
Mm.
and the year before that was the Eagles. Like,
Mm.
eh,
Hey,
I'm cool.
well, it's the trilogy that it's like old school boxing matches. You want to see Hagler Hearns 3. In the rubber match. I don't know. I'm not a fan of either team. If anything, I know that I really have no dog in the fight. I know you're old school Bills fan. Um, I would like to see Saquon win one, even though you might have different feelings towards him. But you
I,
know,
I would say Saquon was a lion, but we don't really need a running back. But
yeah, I wish he was a Giant or even a Steeler. But
you
he made the right decision for himself.
for sure. But man, like all because you didn't want to pay. Now that's the only reason I hope he wins one because it's gonna make Giants fans are gonna be extra sick.
Not this Giant fan. Not this Giant fan. I'm not gonna be sick. I'm the type of person that is not bitter that my ex girlfriend has a new boyfriend. She's an ex for a reason. I'm not the one to make her happy. I'm glad she's happy with somebody new. I'm glad that person is the person that she needs in her life.
Your analogy, you kicked her out the house.
Yeah, get going. And she's found her way. I'm cool with that. I kicked her out.
But she wanted
Kick,
to
I
stay.
kicked,
You kicked her out. And she was begging to stay. She was like, "I just want to be here. This is the only place I want to be." And you were like, "Fuck out of here. You gotta rock, kick
and
rock." And
and
then
and then she and
and
then she ends up being Halle Berry.
the next day she hits the lottery.
Cool. What am I gonna beg for her back? No. See, with me kicking somebody out and like my breakups take a while to actually fully happen. There's a lot of residue that gotta get cleaned off. A lot of physical stuff, a lot of personal stuff, and like get back to the core of the friendship. So I try to at least evolve like with breakup where it's not like, fuck you, I hope you die and get hit by a bus. It's never like that. It's like, look, I'm not the person for you. Over time, I've seen you're not the person for me. I've tried to work it out with you. It's not, we're spinning our wheels. I'm not the one for you. You're not the one for me. Get going. She hits the lottery. Cool. At least we're friends. She don't have to give me shit. I'm not gonna ask for shit. But if
Like
she offers it, I'll take it.
the people who've been watching your relationship from the outside, they about to give you a hard time about it. That's what's about to happen in New York. New York fans is about to be booing the Giants like the Jets do at the draft.
Move on. That's it. What else you can do? You can't live in the past. Like you can't
I
change what.
I agree.
Huh?
I agree, man. We just lost all our coaches except for Dan Campbell. I mean, all of them. They all dipped. And fucking Ben Johnson stayed in the division.
So
Oh man.
I, it bees like that sometimes. It's like tough. It's tough. It's hot out here for a pimp. Like, what do you want me to say?
Hey,
Like, Saquon went to a better situation, to a team that showed that They appreciated him and they value his services. The Giants didn't do that.
Right.
Like me as a fan, the fuck am I really? What hand did I have in that decision? I just
I'm
have
just
to
saying
ride with it. Like, yeah, it was a bad decision.
the average fan is not as let's call it grounded as you are, sir, in this situation. You're very stoic in this situation. Um,
Yeah.
like 14 days or something like that till pitchers and catchers report. It's almost baseball season. Uh,
Okay.
I had my Dungeons and Dragons baseball meeting because that's what I call fantasy baseball. It's Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay.
Um,
I could envision it
yeah, yeah, yeah.
as a '80s, a child of the '80s. I could already set the scene. It's a sweaty basement.
No, no, no. Actually, it was a very, very clean, not sweaty house. We have just had we have winter meetings. We take this shit serious, man.
Okay. Okay. You have winter meetings.
Winter meetings. These are the winter meetings, and then
Okay.
make some trades and shit.
I see what you representing the Detroit Tigers there with the hat. You're like, yes, with the we select.
Right, 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 right. Now my team's called the Petty Loser Kings. Uh,
Okay.
but yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah. Um, that wasn't even my point. The Pistons are in playoff position, baby.
Yeah. See.
You, you got the
Hey.
not drinking. He didn't want to drink the Kool-Aid with me. He was like, he looked at me and told me I was crazy when I put that money on there. Bet on.
You said the sixth seed. I said a play-in. So I was giving them playoff credit. Like I just was seating them lower
But you
in
told
the
me
totem pole.
I would be crazy to bet on it. I put a couple ducats on it. So as long as
I
they
know,
make
I know, no. Realistically, what I said is look at the teams you're going to have to surpass. Chicago, you don't really have to worry about. Charlotte might make a bounce back. Orlando's going to be there. The Bucks, you really don't know what's happening. Miami, they like to play weak and play in the play-ins, so you'll see what kind of team you get with them. Then there's Atlanta. You don't know which Atlanta team's going to show up. So like Toronto, don't worry about them. I didn't know Cleveland was going to be doing this good. Like real talk, I really didn't.
like 2 seasons.
Huh?
They've been playing good for like 2 seasons.
I didn't think they would be doing this well though. That's what I'm saying. I would think like there was like a 3 or 4, like right around my Knicks. You know, no, they're just like outclassing people. So,
Should have took the
but
over on but I didn't.
no, but I said, yeah, y'all got a chance because there's teams that I could see you doing better than. But then I see teams like Atlanta. I see teams like what's the other? Uh, Philly was supposed to be better this year as well. Forgot about them.
Now
But
with the only playing
it was Charlotte. It was Charlotte. It was Charlotte. Orlando, and did I say Atlanta? No, I said Orlando. But the Hawks. I thought those were the 3 teams that you'll probably be battling with to like jockeying for position.
he's,
Realistically.
ladies and gentlemen, he's posturing. You have to go back and
No,
check the tapes. And I was like,
no,
Detroit's making the playoffs, and you were like,
they're playing team.
even Brian. Shout out to Brian in the chat. Imagine like
I said there was a playing team based on those 3 teams they had to overcome.
man, I can't do the hearts, but shout out to B in the chat. Even he said, even he didn't have the faith that this is going to make the playoffs, and here we are with the only person who believes in this home team. You know what I'm saying?
You said a 6 seed. I said okay, that's
Playoff.
cool.
Nah, dog. I don't think you should put that. I don't think you should make that bet. That's what you said. I'm gonna find this. I'm gonna find
Yeah,
this.
no. I did say that. No, because you wanted to bet with me,
Yeah.
right? No, and I said, nah, I don't think you want to make that bet because if anything, you have a bad history. This is what like 4 years of bets that you've been losing, saying that the Pistons are gonna have a better record than my Knicks. We're gonna leave that there. We're not even going to talk about the Detroit Tigers and the Yankees or the Mets and like who's gonna get further in the playoffs. We're not even gonna. That's why I was like, look, as a friend, I'm not gonna take that bet. Like, let them do well and let them establish some wins, and then yeah,
Look at this
I'll
guy.
put that bet on the table.
This guy talking about like his team's been winning titles and shit.
No, but my team's been doing better than yours by comparison. I'm saying though, and I've been winning that bet.
Except those Giants.
Yeah. And them Giants, they made some losing moves. Oh man,
But yeah,
but
man.
but
Uh,
that's
you
why I have my Steelers, and they're making their own little moves too. And it is what it is. It's not panning out as well as it should supposed to be.
have you watched any of the Unrivaled?
Yeah, I've watched some of it. It's actually pretty dope.
Those are,
Um, I,
I'm
I
crazy
just
about
didn't get into like the whole money thing. Because I guess they're supposed to have like a one-on-one
yeah,
competition.
they're doing a ones tournament, I guess, in place of the All-Star game of their All-Star, like, and it's like 250,000 to the winner.
Yeah.
They're like
So
they're putting these ladies up in like Miami, like for free. They don't have to pay for their lodging, also for the whole league.
and it's big money because it's like triple their salary that they're making in the WNBA.
Right,
And,
crazy.
and that's that's the one of the jokes that one comedian got in trouble with. Is like, look, if women support women's sports, the WNBA would be doing very well rather than depending on a man's support of the WNBA. You know,
Right,
because we watch it, we tune in, but we know a lot of guys that don't like watch women's sports just because it's women's sports. You know, uh, that's their narrow outlook, and they miss out.
right.
But
Uh,
but but the but that unrivaled shit is actually pretty dope. Like when we get to the NBA, I got to see how that thing is supposed to pan out, the new format, because I think you suggested that a while ago about like having the four teams and
yeah,
then having like a tournament style. I
yeah,
remember you suggested that, and when I heard them say that, I'm like, wait, hold on. I swear you said that before.
yeah. I remember saying that. I just don't remember where I said it at. It had to be on a
I,
podcast somewhere. You know what I mean? But
I think it was with me and you.
yeah, so it would be. Hey, listen, we'll see how it turns out. I think it would be pretty dope. The
Matter of
Phillies.
fact, I think no, I think you said it in the call.
Uh, damn,
Yeah, we wasn't recorded on that one.
God damn it! I'm gonna say maybe they're watching the podcast, but they're not probably.
Never know.
Chiefs won, so it's gonna be a Chiefs Eagles Super Bowl again.
Yeah, nah. If anything, I saw the little headline on my phone here, and when I said, "Oh man,"
Right, so
I didn't want to. Yeah, I didn't want to drop that on you like that in the middle of a NBA WNBA talk.
I probably won't watch it because I hope Saquon wins a ring, but I'm gonna just go to bed early or something. You know what I mean?
You don't got work in the morning.
And
That would have been a nice excuse,
maybe
an
I'll
easy out.
maybe I'll be that annoying guy who just cheers for both teams and
Mm.
you know, who knows?
You know what though? Saying that you have to go to bed early, that would have been an easy out. It's like what they would probably say to you in softball. Because I remember that videotape of you taking a swing. I'll
I don't
low key leave that one alone.
I don't know what you're talking about. But back to Unrivaled and women's basketball.
Yes.
Looks like Kelsey Plum is going to the Los Angeles Sparks.
Yeah, she just got traded when we was on air.
Trade with Drew Lloyd, and then Seattle's just getting picks or whatever.
Mm.
But that's a
Yeah, it was
strong.
like a 3-team trade, right?
Yeah, you don't really don't see shit like that in the WNBA. So it's kind of different that they're like starting to really operate. You know.
Yeah, have like hot stove conversation. Player movement.
One thing I did
Yeah.
notice about watching these Unrivaled games that it's really good. Like it's like a little full court 3-on-3. You know what I mean? Back in the day, we used to play on the short court. Go back the other direction. You know what I mean? Uh, Angel Reese is still playing like trash, man. Like, what has she been doing? She had like 75 turnovers in the game I watched. First, why is she bringing the ball up? She don't really got no handle. But also, like, the footwork still looks sloppy. You know what I mean? She had a lot of rebounds, but when you rebound on your own shot, like, when you rather have the points, I don't really know. I'm trying not to be critical, but like, this is the time where you should be working on your game.
Yeah, see, well, this is kind of low key having people work on their game in live action rather than just being in the gym. Because, like, even when I watch some of them gym workouts, I don't like them because number one, it's not real time situations, where you're down by one with 2 seconds left. You're like, yeah, you could try to simulate it in the gym, but when you're actually in live games like these games are, especially when there's big money on the line, it
I
you
mean,
work it out. But the thing with her that I've said before was is not to be offensive, but she's like she if she focuses her game to be like Dennis Rodman, she would be great. Rather than just focus on trying to do the double double, just get the rebounds and do the dirty work, kick out, like play defense. Like there's other things and rules on the court rather than just scoring. Trying to bring the ball up. Like imagine Dennis Rodman trying to bring the ball up. Like the fuck you doing? Pass the ball. You know?
yo, Dennis Rodman averaged like 16 a game in college.
He can score.
Angel
He
Reese, like, I don't know.
no, no, she was putting up numbers in college too.
I think she could
But
be dominant, but I think now that she's playing against better defenders, she got to get her footwork tight. Like that, you can get
yeah,
away with that shit in college. You
people
can't get away with that shit in the pros, man.
yeah, because in the pros, in college, you're auditioning for a job in the pros. In the pros, this is their job to pay bills. This is for their family well-being. So it's just like with the NBA, it's a different mentality. You're playing with grown-ass people that got grown-ass responsibilities, so they're not fucking around with shit. So I don't know what her focus is. I not, and I can't. I just think that personally, like I stated before, is just if she just decides where she wants to fit in the league, but and just focus on that. But the side hustle stuff, maybe she sees that as more valuable right now than her contract in the WNBA. Real talk.
It- Maybe we'll see what happens, man. I mean, I want her to be good because she talks like she believes she is, but she got to have the play on the court to like really back up her claims because
Mm.
the way she's playing now, like it just sounds like she's just whining.
Well,
Uh,
we've seen people that come through that would be just all about advertising, and they haven't won anything on the court or the field yet. And they flamed out. So we've seen that happen. So
this is
it's
my
nothing new.
this is my only knock on the unrivaled league so far, and it's not even really
Mm.
that bad of a knock. Uh, I can't. Well, and maybe it'll change as the league goes on, but I haven't been
Mm.
able to stream old games on Max.
Oh yeah,
So
the replays.
if I miss the game, I can't replay it.
Yeah.
At least I couldn't the other day when I tried to do it. So, and it says it's on TNT, True TV, and then stream on Max. So I should be able to stream the games, which I can live. I can watch them, but I want to be able to.
Can,
Damn, I missed the game the other day. Let me watch it today.
do you got to go to TNT
Uh,
and get it from there?
I mean, you think I'd be able to get it on Max, but maybe it's a thing they're
Yeah.
working on. It's a new league, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Those little tweaks. Yeah. Yeah. If anything, like they're getting a lot of like heat and eyes the way that the big three should be getting it. Even though they get it on CBS, it just feels like a little disconnected, but unrivaled. It just seemed like it's in tune and in step with what they're doing. You know, just weird. But those two things with unrivaled than the big three.
They got a couple of hoodies on here, some sweaters.
Oh, where? Oh, they
Yeah,
got merch.
they got merch. They got team merch.
Oh, where? All right.
They got a couple of they got some team merch.
Mm.
Uh, just straight unrivaled hoodies.
Hmm. Wait, wasn't that the song? The Fox show with Skip Bayless and thing.
Undisputed.
Oh, it's undisputed. I
Hoodies
don't watch.
are kind of expensive, but I mean, hoodies are not. I mean, it's like yo. So I bought a new fitted, as you can see, because my
Mm.
old fitted was just man, it was trash. But so I go into the hat store. I pick it up, find my size, everything.
Mm.
$55
For what?
for a fitted.
How, what, you got a big head? Was they charging you
50,
extra?
50. No, the hats just cost $55 now.
Oh, just like even the snapbacks?
The fitted. I'm just talking about the fitted.
The fitteds. Oh, the fitteds. Yeah, you did say fitteds.
My
Okay.
first fitted cost me like $18.
When was this, Darren?
That's what I'm saying. I know it was a long time ago. It was a long time ago, but
Oh,
I
okay.
never thought fitteds would get to the like my fitted hat that I'm wearing right now costs more
Hmm.
than the pants that I'm wearing.
You know,
My fitted hat costs more than my pants.
I,
Maybe you're not.
I, 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 I
My
no, no, no. I
fitted hat,
don't know. I don't know what to say to you at this point.
my fitted hat
Hmm.
costs more than my pants.
I is this for me to ask you? I hope you're not wearing those hoochie daddy shorts and pants because those are automatically half off.
First of all, it's way too cold here to wear hoochie daddy shorts, man. It's not short season yet.
I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. But I'm just trying to logic with the hat being so expensive
I just don't
and
understand.
and it costing more than your pants, and that's the only logic that I don't know what kind of pants you're wearing, my guy.
And
Like,
I feel
don't
like New
really need to know that. I don't, huh?
I feel like New Era is a company that is not located in the United States, so they're gonna get tariffed. My
Oh,
hats are gonna be like $70 6 months.
unless you know a good I shouldn't
It's
put
gonna be
anybody on the spot,
a black market hat.
by
Cricket's about to make a hat etcher, so you could just
yeah, but when them pop the trunk people,
at home
it fell off the truck.
hats. Yeah, man, I got all the colors in my basement, yo, right next to my t-shirt press.
Hey, listen, if they're making fake Jordans, right? Who's stopping them from making fake hats, there? Or if anything, you know what you do now?
I don't gotta worry about. I don't
Nah,
have to
nah,
worry
nah.
about.
You buy one of those little patches on Etsy, and then you buy like a plain fitted hat, and then you stitch it in yourself. Hey, listen. Well, before you stitch, you might want to iron it to make sure that it got a nice. Hey, look, I'm trying to give you some solutions here, my guy.
I know I'm gonna have to be on the black
Look,
market.
look, 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 look. I got my Scullies and keep me warm. And
I'm
in
gonna,
the summertime,
I'm gonna have
yeah, I might have to pay 50 something dollars for a hat or old school punch somebody in the stomach and take their hat.
hey, there's gonna be
I'd be on that old school time.
robberies all over the country because
Oh, remember back in the day when people were snatching hats?
oh my god,
And we couldn't wear hats to school because there were so many fights of people snatching hats. And then, especially if it's like the snapback ones, it's just easy. And somebody snatch your hat. Nah, nobody brings hats to school anymore. Fuck that, man. Ain't
those,
nobody snatching my Scully. Like, the fuck?
those was the
It's cold outside.
good safe days.
If anything, that was the old school starter jacket days.
Those starter jacket days. Facts. Facts.
Oh yes, bring it back, man. Oh yes,
Shout out to Starter for bringing these back, man. Now to a
bring back
mission.
snatching caps too.
I need to do one. Remember the Starter Cap commercial?
Which one?
The one with Jazzy Jeff?
Nah, offhand, I can't recall that one.
How to bend your cap brim?
Uh, wait, and
Yeah, they used
I've
to the cap. Yeah.
okay, and I can't. I vaguely remember it, but yeah, yeah. But no, it's back to snatching caps. You
Yeah.
know.
Shit, man, we up against it. So we didn't get into all the topics that we want to get into.
Yeah, yeah. I'm glad we didn't get into the political stuff.
There's a lot of shit happening. All I'm gonna say is everybody who's acting surprised right now, I already told y'all what was gonna happen. And nobody listened. Now it's happening. I'm not saying I'm a psychic because he said he was gonna do it. Now he's doing it. And it's affecting us locally now too. Uh, but hey man, that's not why we're here. We're going with the top 5 breakfast cereals, which I'm not sure if we've done before, but
I think we might have, but either way, now that we're older, and I got acid reflux and I'm lactose intolerant.
are you not rocking the same
And,
breakfast cereals, man?
oh no, well, we'll see. This is where the top 5 comes into play here.
All right. So you going first? Or am I going first?
You could go first. You could go first.
We'll go first. So let me preface this by saying I didn't really eat a lot of sugary cereal growing up. Shout out to Mom Dukes. Um, we didn't spend our money on fancy cereals. So my nostalgic list is going to be a lot of what other people might think are terrible cereals. But
Oh boy, let me start writing these down.
5 for me.
Okay.
5 for me is Apple Jacks. Fucking love Apple Jacks, dog. Uh,
Those were good.
and now that I'm thinking about it, Apple Jacks never really tasted like apples.
Not green apples
No,
and red apples.
Apple Jacks never tasted. At least to me, now that I'm thinking about like the Apple Jack, like it didn't even smell like apples.
No, but
Apple
it was
Jacks
like.
smell or taste like apples. But anyway,
But I thought there was green and red for like a green apple and a red apple.
no, Apple Jacks was like pink.
All right, number 4.
Yeah. Number 4, Honey Nut
Right.
Cheerios.
Oh, okay.
Honey Nut Cheerios is my number 4. Uh, Number 3, and this is just
Mm-hmm.
I ate so much of it, and it was the only thing that my mom would let me put sugar on growing up. And that's Old School Kicks in the orange box.
Oh, the old school Mikey likes him.
Yeah.
Mikey likes him.
Uh,
Damn,
we got
we're old.
all right. So number 2 is going to be Raisin Bran / Raisin Bran Crunch.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, you got fancy with the crunch.
Yeah. Raisin Bran Crunch is one of the most elite cereals on the planet. And it's brand, so it's going to help you stay regular. You know what I mean? And
I guess I do.
hey man, you gotta eat functional cereals when you get over 40. You know what I'm saying?
That is true. That is true.
Eating cereal that moves through your bowels in a way that you know what I mean?
I don't need to know all of that shit.
You gotta keep it regular. You know what I'm saying? You can't. You just gotta keep it regular, man. Listen,
Okay.
when you're of a certain age, you gotta have these conversations with each other. What if you didn't know that brand was helpful? Now you know. Get more brand in your diet if you're having issues with your movements. That's what I'm saying.
There's 501 for that one, but okay. What do you have for your number 1? Speaking of which,
Raisin Bran cereal is delicious. It's the major point.
it is.
Now,
No, it is. It is.
Number one favorite cereal all time is definitely going to be Crunch Berries, uh,
Hmm.
Captain Crunch Berries. You know,
Okay.
I'll fuck Captain Crunch Berries up by the box. So when I'm not eating my
Wait,
raisin bran, or my raisin bran crunch, when I want to splurge and just have like a good snack,
wait. Oh, okay.
is
Hmm.
is Crunch Berries.
Hmm. Okay.
Like, that's the very
Uh,
judgmental. That's very judgmental. Okay, like
nah, because you was talking about your bowels and everything. I thought you would probably have something wacky like grape nuts.
nah, man. Grape nuts been grape nuts been a terrible cereal since it was invented.
Real talk.
I've
I
had
had
grape
it once and I was like, well, nah, I'm good.
I've had grape nuts one or
Mm-mm.
two times in my life, and both of those times I can't ever get that time back for eating grape nuts and doing that to my
Nah,
taste buds.
grape nuts actually made me appreciate actually eating porridge. That's how old I am. Like the Quaker oats, like the gritty stuff is not grits, but either way, it's porridge. All right, so no, you have a solid one. Five was Apple Jacks, four Honey Nut Cheerios, three was Kicks, two was Raisin Bran Crunch, and then uh number one was Captain Crunch Berries. All right,
Yeah, solid
all
list.
right,
No,
all right. So this is the way I had it. I had my number five as Raisin Bran. I didn't have the crunch because I didn't even think about the crunch part. I totally forgot about that shit. That's why I was like, okay, all
yeah,
right.
with the
So that was what that okay, all right was about.
covered
So
clusters of yeah, man.
well,
Yeah,
I got one for that though, as I go down the list because my number four old school. Well, I'd have to say this. I have to backtrack here. So eating cereal now, I have to drink the lactose free milk, right? Or like the oat milk is a little bit too thick. Um, Almond milk, not so much. It has too much of a almond taste, but I'll get to that later on. There's a reason why I'm bringing it up. But my number four was tricks. You know, silly
uh,
rabbit tricks are for kids. Yelius T bar when they used to have like that
tricks was
contest and
tricks was
huh?
multicultural kicks,
Exactly.
kicks with flavor.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, you're supposed to get all your vitamins with kicks with all the colors and everything. Um, Hold on, I put some honorable mentions here real quick.
Making his list up as we go along in the top
No,
five.
because I know I totally forgot about this honorable mention. It wasn't gonna make my list anyways. But my number three, I had Honey Nut Cheerios. Uh, it's just a solid taste all around.
You can
Right,
eat it
it's just
dry.
smooth. You can eat it dry, yeah, hell yeah.
Those
And then
kind
if you're fancy and put raisins with it, if you wanted that, yeah, it was smooth all around. My number two, clusters, almond clusters. I
never.
love that one. It was just like Raisin Bran Crunch, but it was more like multigrain and oats and stuff like that with the almonds. But then to double up, almond milk. That's why I was talking about the different milks in the beginning, right? So
Just
that's my
there's his milk up with
uh,
his cereals. You a fancy dude, man.
hey, you know, mm, yeah. The cranberry ones, it was all right. The blueberry ones was good. They're probably my favorite ones. That's why they're number two. But my number one, ironically, was actually Captain Crunch. Crunch berries. That I was thinking about Frankenberries, but that one had like marshmallows in it too sometimes, and that marshmallow would get kind of
And it's not as good. It hasn't been as good over time. I usually get a box at Halloween, and last year it was no good.
yeah. It's just for nostalgia purposes now. An honorable mention that I thought about: Lucky Charms. Lucky Charms was a nice one. Like at least those marshmallows was better. Another honorable mention, and it's an old school one. I actually liked it. Mr. T. It used to get soggy real quick though. So I used to have to eat like small bowls so that way it'll just stay good. But then my mother's like, "Yo, you eating all? How many bowls of cereal is that?" I'm like, "No, but it's the smallest bowl." She didn't see that. She just was looking at the number of bowls of cereal I was eating. But Mr. T cereal
I never
for
had cereal.
nostalgia purposes. Oh man,
Shout out to
I was
cinnamon.
such a Mr. T fan.
Shout out to cinnamon toast crunch. Didn't make the list.
Cinnamon
Uh,
Toast Crunch was good. Cookie Crunch,
another cereal you can eat dry. And honey
Cookie.
smacks.
Oh,
Honey
oh,
smacks.
Cookie Crisp. That's what it is. Cookie Crisp.
You know, and then shout out to OG Rice Krispies,
Yep.
Snap Crackle Pop.
Rice Crisp. No,
They didn't
I
make.
actually I had Fruity Pebbles on my list here too, but I had to cross that off,
I didn't fuck with.
and I put
It was like too little. It felt like you like. I don't know. It just seemed like I don't like it. Couldn't do it. And it got
no,
soggy
it's
fast.
good. Got soggy real fast.
You know? Oh, I almost
It got soggy.
OG Frosted Flakes. You know,
Oh yeah, they're great.
that was one of the few sugary cereals my mom would get for us. That and the Honey Smacks, which was like the
Yeah.
nastiest cereal ever. But it was like good but nasty at the same time.
Wait, were they Honey Smacks or Diggum Smacks?
Well, it was Diggum Smacks, but then it was Honey Smacks. Like they changed
Oh
the
yeah.
name. Like remember they changed the name because they had to adjust the mascot for something.
Can't get enough that golden crisp.
Right?
Forgot about that. Yeah, that dude was smooth as fuck. Hell yeah.
every little cereal and snack and shit had a little jingle and shit back in the day.
Oh,
Gotta bring it back.
yeah.
Bro. I need
Snap,
songs to go with my products now.
snap, crackle, pop, Rice Krispies. Yo, damn, we really got branded.
Yo,
When you really think about it.
we're at the beginning stages of brand. Like this shit is ironed into your mind. You'll never be able, like
If I say, "Where's the beef?"
you already
You
know.
know,
Old ladies in the drive-in at the Wendy's, baby. It's
at
like
the Wendy's.
it's like time to make the difference.
Yeah, Dunkin' Donuts. Time to make the donuts.
Yeah,
Oh, like,
like
you know what though? We might have to keep this to ourselves and have like little old man, like over 35, 40 code. So it's like, yo, where you off to? Time to make the donuts. Easy. You don't get me one too when you're out there. Going to Dunkin' Donuts. I'm gonna get you a coffee when I go out there. I don't know. But we might have to workshop this in February when we're on hiatus.
I don't think we're gonna workshop that.
Well, you had me and you tried to entertain me on some things that I went along with. So I think this would have to be low key redemption.
I don't know if I could. I don't even know if I could have. I don't even know if I could talk like 1980s anymore, dog. You know?
Like, where's the beef?
I mean, I know what the reference point is, but
Mm,
you know,
but yeah. Oh no, I was asking you, where's the beef with going along with this?
all right. So
Yeah. On that note,
we celebrating birthdays next month, so we probably won't be here to party with y'all, but we'll be back in March with the March Madness
yes,
situation, and we'll have
yes,
all the stories about how everybody's birthday went. Obviously, I see you in real life, so I'm not going to wish you no early happy birthday or nothing.
yeah. I'm gonna see you as well. So, matter of fact, I might see you this week coming up anyway. So
we're gonna be partying all February. So if you see us out,
yeah,
feel free to buy us some drinks because it'll be our birthday in a couple
yeah.
days.
I'll add a pimp.
So by the time you see us again, we'll be a year older. I might have one or two more grays.
Yeah, no, that's why I have this black thing on to kind of like faux have a dye. Kind of looks like a wig at certain angles, looking like a Johnny Mathis and shit like that with my hair all permed down and shit.
If you're watching us on the YouTube, and even if you're not, go on over there at Caveman Entertainment TV and hit the subscribe button with the bell.
Yes.
You can always be on point when we drop a new material. We might come back with some merch soon, something for the people.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, we'll work out a lot of stuff. No,
So
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But anyway, enjoy. We got all the old episodes up for on demand, and we'll check y'all in a couple weeks. We come back fresh and so clean, clean.
Yeah, I do have to cut my hair though.
You ain't got no. Yeah, we out. Yo.
Yeah.